Imagine the situation. Your parent, your spouse, or any other family member gets admitted to a private hospital for a surgery. It could be a knee replacement, gallbladder surgery, or any other planned medical procedure. You feel relaxed because you already have a health insurance with a rupees 10 lakh cover. You believe that the insurance company will take care of your expenses. At the admission desk, you hand over your health card and other documents. The executive checks the system and says your policy covers a twin sharing room up to rupees 5,000 per day. Unfortunately, those rooms are full. We can offer you a deluxe room available for 7,500 per day. You ask, how much extra will it cost? The executive replies, only 2,500 rupees extra per day. And then you start calculating it by the 4 days, which comes up to rupees 10,000. And then you start thinking that the 10,000 that you're going to pay is not really a huge amount. My family member will be more comfortable in a private room anyway. So you agree. The surgery goes well, everything seems fine. After 4 days, the final hospital bill is rupees 6 lakh. Since your insurance cover is rupees 10 lakh, you expect the insurance company to pay the entire bill. Then comes the shock. Your insurer only approves rupees 4.1 lakh. Your hospital asks you to pay the remaining 1.9 lakh before the discharge. You're confused. Your policy limit is rupees 10 lakh and the bill is only 6 lakh. Then why are you almost paying rupees 2 lakh from your own pocket? The answer lies in a very small clause hidden inside many health insurance policies known as proportionate deduction. The small room upgrade did not only change your room bill, it also affected many of your other hospital charges. This is one of the most misunderstood clauses in health insurance, and thousands of people only discover it once they receive the bill. Now, moving on to the chapter 2, why hospitals charge different amounts for same treatments. To understand this problem, first we need to understand how hospitals charge patients. And most people think that hospital rooms are like hotel rooms. In a hotel, if you switch from a standard room to a suite, only your room price will change. Your food prices will stay the same, your laundry charges will stay the same, and other services stays the same as well. And in this case, hospitals are different. In many private hospitals, the room category affects the price for other services as well. Let's understand this by studying about a patient who is staying in a room and how they will be charged. The numbers are on your screen. The surgeon fee is rupees 50,000, the doctor visit is rupees 1,000. And now let's take an example of a patient staying in a premium room and how they will be charged. Surgeon fee is rupees 1,20,000, doctor visit is rupees 2,500, even though the treatment is exactly the same. Now, the room category often affects surgeon fees, doctor consultation charges, nursing charges, operation theatre charges, assistant surgeon charges, and daily medical visits. And the system is called tiered pricing. And the hospitals charge more when the patients choose premium rooms. Insurance companies protect themselves by adding room rent restrictions to some policies. Their logic is very simple. We calculated your premium assuming you would stay in a room within the allowed limit. If you choose a more expensive room, you shouldn't have to pay the higher charges created by that room category. This is where the proportionate deduction comes into play. Now, moving on to the chapter 3, understanding the proportionate deduction with simple math. Let's look at the real example. Your policy says sum insured rupees 5 lakh, room rent limit 5,000 per day, actual room selected rupees 10,000 per day, hospital stay 4 days. And now your room costs double the amount allowed by your policy. The insurer calculates eligible room rent by your actual room rent, which is 5,000 by your 10,000, which comes up to rupees 50%. This creates an eligibility ratio of 50%. Then, the insurer may apply this ratio to several related medical expenses. Now let's see what happens. Room rent. Your actual cost is rupees 40,000, your insurance pays 20,000, you pay 20,000. Then coming to surgeon fee, your actual cost is rupees 1,50,000, your insurance pays 75,000, you pay 75,000. Moving on to your operation theatre charges, actual cost is rupees 80,000, your insurance pays 40,000, you pay 40,000. Your anesthesias charges, actual cost is rupees 30,000, your insurance pays 15,000, you pay 15,000. Now coming to your nursing charges and your doctor visits. In the nursing charges, your actual cost is around 20,000 and your insurance pays 10,000 and you pay 10,000. Now coming to doctor visits, your actual cost is around 20,000, your insurance pays around 10,000 and you pay around 10,000 as well. Now, your total bill is rupees 3.4 lakh. Your insurance pays rupees 1.7 lakh, you pay rupees 1.7 lakh. Notice what happened? You thought you were only taking a risk of rupees 20,000 in your extra room charges. And instead, you ended up paying rupees 1.7 lakh because many other charges were reduced. And this is why room rent limits can become extremely expensive. Now coming to chapter 4. What insurance company companies cannot deduct. Many people assume insurers can only apply this proportionate deduction on every item on the bill, which is not true. Some expenses generally do not change just based on your room category, and because of this, these expenses should not be proportionately reduced. And these include medicines. A medicine has the same MRP regardless of which room you stay in. A strip of tablets costs the same in a shared room and in a deluxe room. Now, coming to implants and medical devices, examples include stents, knee implants, pacemakers, orthopedic screws. Their prices do not depend on your room type. Coming to diagnostic tests such as blood tests, MRI scans, CT scans, and X-rays. Now, coming to ICU charges, ICUs are specialized treatment areas. There is no premium ICU and basic ICU based on room category, and because of this, ICU charges are generally treated differently. If you notice deductions on such items, carefully review the settlement sheet and seek clarification. Now, coming to chapter 5, the ICU trap that many families miss. Now let's look at another common situation. A patient is admitted to the ICU after a heart attack or a major surgery. The policy may allow normal ICU expenses without the normal room rent restriction, and after a few days, the patient becomes stable. The doctor decides to move them to a regular room. Then the hospital says, only deluxe rooms are available right now. Most families immediately agree because they are focusing on the patient's recovery. However, this decision can trigger the proportionate deduction for the days spent in that room. Now, to protect yourself, first ask whether the room within your policy limit is available, and if not, request written confirmation that no eligible room was available. Please inform your insurer or TPA immediately and keep records of all communication. If an eligible room becomes available later, please ask for transfer as soon as possible. These simple steps may help avoid future disputes. Now, coming to chapter number 6, which is the last chapter of this video. How to protect yourself before a claim happens. Most people only learn about room rent limits after facing a claim reduction. A better approach is to check your policy today and look for a section called Room Rent Eligibility. Generally, policies fall into 3 categories: high risk, medium risk, and safer policies. Now, coming to high risk, policies that mention 1% of sum insured, fixed limits like Rs 3,000 or 5,000 per day. These can become problematic in large cities where hospital rooms are much more expensive. Now, coming to medium risk, policies that allow twin sharing rooms only. These offer more protection, but still it limits your choices. And now, coming to last, which are your safer policies, which means policies that mention single private AC room, no room rent limit, no room rent capping. These provide the most flexibility and reduce the risk of proportionate deduction. Now, coming to final action plan, before your hospital admission, check your room rent eligibility, save a copy of your policy on your phone, and during admission, tell the hospitals to provide only rooms allowed by your policy. Do not agree to upgrade without understanding the financial impact, and during discharge, review the claim settlement carefully. Check where the deductions have been applied. Ask questions if any charge seems incorrect. The most important lesson is simple. Never assume that a room upgrade only affects the room bill. In health insurance, a room that costs a few thousand rupees extra per day can sometimes lead to deduction worth lakhs of rupees. A 5-minute check of your policy today can save you from a very expensive surprise in the future. And with this, we end our masterclass today. Thank you for staying till the end, and please make sure to subscribe Zaira and share this video with your friends and family who you think might need it. Until then, check your Z-score on Zaira.